Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be taking a look at my own rankings of the best running backs in the class of 2023. Before we get started, be sure to like the video and subscribe if you want to see the rankings for the other position groups. I really appreciate everyone for tuning in. Now let's get things started. So starting things out at number 5, I have a two-way tie for the 5th spot. At 5A, I have Jeremiah Love. He's headed to Notre Dame. Jeremiah Love is a 6', 190-pound running back out of St. Louis, Missouri. He's one of the better overall backs in this class. He has great vision when running between the tackles. He also has a burst to get outside and make defenders miss in space. His vision allows him to decide whether or not to keep it inside or take the ball outside. That's a very good skill to have this early on in his development. He's going to be asked to play running back at the next level, but his greatest attribute may be the fact he can line up in the slot and run routes. Even out of the backfield, his route tree is phenomenal for someone coming out of high school. I really like where he projects, but I also think he'll be a contributor year one under Marcus Freeman. At 5B, I have Dante Dowdell. He's the Oregon Duck commit. Dowdell stands at 6'2", 215 pounds, and is from the state of Mississippi. When you watch Dante run, you can't help but think of a guy like Derrick Henry. He's not the size of Derrick, but the build and running style, they're very similar. For someone his size, the burst and acceleration are incredible. He's at his best when running between the tackles and cutting runs back the other way. The sooner and easier he gets downhill, the sooner he'll reach his top speed. His go-to move is his stiff arm and forearm to the chest of defenders. He runs almost standing up, which makes it very difficult to tackle him high. Going low seems ideal until he shows off the agility to dodge tackles using a sidestep cut. That's probably his go-to move other than the stiff arm. A nice little sidestep, evade defenders in a quick manner, because he's not the shiftiest guy, but just quick juke to the left or the right. Just like I said, Derrick Henry, it's very similar, and I think he brings a unique element to the college game, and with a good offensive line, he'll be a force at the next level. Coming in at number 4, we have Richard Young. He's headed to Alabama. Richard Young is a 5'11", 200-pound running back from Lehigh Acres, Florida. When you watch Richard play, the first thing you notice is that he's a power back. He's not going to make a lot of cuts and try juking out defenders. He likes to bounce runs outside, make a strong cut, and race you to the end zone. But that race also involves a lot of angry stiff arms and very strong moves. In my opinion, Richard Young's best attribute is his agility and overall balance. When he breaks tackles, it isn't strictly power or brute force. It's also the ability to stay upright and balanced when leveraging his weight. This is why he projects so well at the next level. He's so far in his development physically. When he gets to Alabama, he'll be taught the ins and outs of playing the running back position, and that's only going to make him better. Coming in at number 3, I have Cedric Baxter Jr. He's headed to Texas. Cedric is a 6'1", 215-pound running back from Orlando, Florida. The frame, the size, and the overall athleticism makes Baxter one of the most coveted prospects at this position. He has a unique combination of power and speed that you don't usually see in running backs at this stage of their careers. He's hard to catch, but not only that, arm tackles won't bring him down once you catch him. Like Richard Young, he runs in an upright style, very similar to Nick Chubb. He's not physically opposing or built like Nick Chubb, but the way he runs upright, very similar. That style of running back translates very well both on Saturdays and Sundays. Baxter also has the ability to run routes and catch the ball out of the backfield. His 7-on-7 performances were very impressive. Playing in an offense like Texas runs, his receiving ability will be utilized at a very high level. Steve Sarkisian has coached backs like Bijan Robinson and Najee Harris, who are great coming out of the backfield. I expect Cedric Baxter to excel at Texas under Steve Sarkisian. Coming in at number 2, we have Justice Haynes. He's also headed to Alabama, along with Richard Young. From Buford, Georgia, Justice Haynes, he stands at 5'11", 205 pounds. First off, this kid has one of the more impressive backs, or he's been one of the more impressive backs these last couple of months, whether it's an all-star game or during his impressive senior season. What pushed him ahead of Baxter for me was his floor. His ceiling may be similar or even lower to Baxter's. That's up for debate, but the floor for Justice Haynes is very high. You know exactly what you're getting here. He has everything you want in a 3-down running back prospect, runs with great balance and low center of gravity, one cut and go type of back, lots of power and explosion behind the line of scrimmage, or beyond the line of scrimmage, I should say. That power has a lot to do with how he runs. He's a very violent runner once he makes contact. And with that, I would say he fits the billing of a classic Alabama running back. And coming in at number 1, 5-star running back Reuben Owens, 6 foot, 200-pound back out of Texas, is considered by many to be the best at the position in the class of 2023. One of the fastest players in the class, showcases that speed nearly every time he touched the ball these past 2 seasons. He has a different running style than the other backs in this class because he has the ability to make multiple moves within seconds to dodge defenders. His short area quickness is arguably the best since Bijan Robinson at this stage in their careers. During the 7-on-7 circuit, he was lining up at receiver and getting open consistently against DBs. The 7-on-7 opportunities were huge for him to showcase his ability to coming out of the backfield since he played in a run-heavy offense at El Campo in Texas. Being the best runner and receiver out of the backfield was the reason I, along with many other people, view Owens as the best running back in this class. That's going to do it for today's video, guys. Really appreciate everyone tuning in here. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.